a TV, if you read the newspaper, if you go online, if you have friends that like to talk and talk about what's happening now, I'm sure you heard the news that a former David Letterman staffer kept a secret diary about her sexual relationship with David Letterman. And then it was reported that her current boyfriend actually got access to her private diary, and he read it behind her back. And that led to this ex-boyfriend trying to extort Letterman of $2 million. Now, diaries, we all know, are meant to be very personal, but when they end up in the wrong hands, it's never good, right? Never, never. Now, Ron admits that he reads his wife's diary, Rhonda's diary, her personal diary, and he cannot get past the secrets that just jumped off the pages. What jumped off the pages, Ron?
Well, the fact that she had the diary was enough, but the things that I found in the diary, she obviously liked girls.
Wait, slow down.
She obviously liked girls.
She likes girls?
Right.
Like friends or like?
No, well, it was a little more than that.
In the diary?
A little more than that, in the diary. And it's like I couldn't stop reading. Once I started reading it, it was nonstop. It was adrenaline, it was hurt, I was betrayed, it was like I couldn't stop, but I didn't want to keep going.
So you have it here?
Yes, I do have the diary.
Where is it? Oh, wow.
Some of this stuff in here, I don't even want to read it. But
okay, you said that she likes women. Now, when you married her, did you know that she had relationships with women?
I had no idea.
Never?
Never.
What did she tell you about relationships and sex and things?
Well, she didn't tell me. Well, she told me that I was the only guy that she ever been with. She told me that she was a virgin. I mean, the way that she is not hard to believe. She's very wholesome. She's very pure. But
okay, there's something that you want to read in there. There's an excerpt. What's in there that you want to read?
Some of this stuff is a bit gruesome.
Gruesome?
Is a bit gruesome.
Like bloody?
Not bloody,
sexual.
But very sexual.
Okay.
This first passage says, Alice and I went to the mall today. We took pictures in the booth. She bought me a necklace, and then they both bought matching bracelets. They say it was so much fun. Allison is the nicest girl in the world. Not to mention, she's so fine. Now, this is Alice, not Alex. I really can see us having a happy future together.
Wow.
The next one is just as bad. However, you can see her morals. It says, I really, really like Cindy. Unfortunately, she has to move, and her mom doesn't approve of our relationship. But we're going to spend as much time together as possible before she has to go. Signed, Heartbroken. I mean, there's more in here, Tyra, but the more I get in there, the more gruesome they get. And when I read it, I couldn't stop reading it. It was more like it was attracting yet disgusting.
Attracting. What does the attracting part mean?
The fact that I didn't know this about my wife. I wanted to read more. I wanted to know more.
The knowledge, like, right. Oh my God.
I wanted to know more.
I've been there before, where you're finding out information and you can't stop.
Exactly.
It's hurting, but you can't stop. Why'd you pick up the diary in the first place?
I didn't even know she kept the diary. Like, I'm doing laundry one day, I'm putting her clothes in her drawer, and I run across the diary.
Got it. And how did you feel about him reading it?
Betrayed.
I can imagine.
He invaded my privacy. He knows that my diary is I tell my secrets to my diary. I tell my diary things that I don't tell other people, like things that my mom never knows about, you know? So he didn't have any right to do that. Like, and he calls me with an attitude, like he's mad at me, and I was mad at him. I was hurt. Like, you betrayed me, you violated my trust and my privacy, yet you're coming at me like I'm just this evil person.
Why didn't you ever tell? Would you consider yourself to be straight, bisexual, lesbian? What would you consider yourself?
That's a good question.
Well, I can't be lesbian because I'm married, but I guess, can I say undecided?
So you say you can't say lesbian because you're married?
Yeah.
So is that more of a technicality because of your situation? What is in your heart? What are you the most attracted to? What do you...
Like, if we broke up, I wouldn't be with another man.
Okay, because you can be a married lesbian, you know that. You can be married to a man and still be a lesbian. Just like a guy could be gay, right? And be married to a woman, right? We've heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think you didn't share your sexual history and your, I wouldn't even say sexual history, but who you are with Ron? Why didn't you share that early on?
Because I love him, Tyra. Like, he's very religious, and I knew that he was going to look at me bad, and I knew that this was only going to be, like, it was only going to cause us problems, and maybe he would have left, or, like, and...
What would you have done if she met you and said, you know, I'm falling in love with you and I have to tell you something?
Well, I mean,
And
I would have
she
made a
told-
decision, you know. I do feel if she'd just been upfront with me, we wouldn't have been in this situation now. Now it's more like, you know, you make your bed, you lie in it, you know. I love
really should
Rhonda.
have just
So
told him.
now, what goes on now? When I know that that you have some guy friends and they come over for games, and there's some wives that come. So when the wives come, now how is it? Now that he knows about your past?
Okay. One day he's over there playing the game with his guy friend and his wife. I go in the kitchen and make some drinks, and his wife came in the kitchen to help me make the drinks. He's standing in the doorway, like, what are you doing? What are y'all talking about? What's going on in here? You know? And then he tells her that she can't come over anymore because he don't know what we were doing alone.
And I know that you feel that there's a certain friend, a certain wife that she prefers to be around, a type of wife, you've said.
Well, yeah, I feel like, you know, if the wife doesn't look cute, oh, I don't want him over here today, or he's been over here too long. But if the wife's good looking and she don't mind hanging out, or they going to little clubs, and, you know, they're bonding more so than, you know, the not so attractive wives.
Do you think that you're like nervous when she's just around women in general now?
Not necessarily nervous. I would say that I'm aware. You know, I don't know how to, you know, look for my wife cheating with a woman. Now, if it was with a man, I could say, oh, you smell like cologne, or what's that mysterious stain on your jacket? But, you know, that could be her perfume or the neighbors. You know, I don't know.
Could be her lipstick on
know.
her collar.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Up next, what would you do if you were in Rhonda or Ron's shoes?
I mean, because I love him.
Yeah, but are you gay?
I think I might be.
And later, we put her secret-keeping ability to the test.
Remember Mike? Like, he wanted to see me on Friday and, like, take me out. Like, he was just, like, hitting on me.
Yeah,
Please don't say anything. Please, please, please.
One day, Ron was just hanging out at home, and he was putting his wife's laundry away in her drawer, and he came upon her diary. He opened her diary, and he read her diary, and he could not stop reading it. He could not stop turning the pages because he discovered that she was or is a lesbian. What happened, Rhonda, with karaoke? You guys went to go do karaoke.
A friend and myself went out to a karaoke bar. As I'm leaving the house, he's like, have a good time, have fun, you know, don't let anybody bother you. And then when we get to the club, he calls every 2 minutes. What are you doing? Where are you at? I'm like, we're doing the same thing we were doing the last time he called. We're at the same place we were the last time he called. So she puts her phone in the car because he was being a bugaboo. And when we left from the karaoke bar, there was 27 messages on the phone. And they went from, it's Ron, call me back. It's Ron again, call me back, to I knew something was up. I knew y'all was doing something, being sneaky. Now you're trying to not answer my calls. What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Have you ever cheated on Ron?
No, and he knows that. It's like now that he found out that I used to be gay, it's like now I'm gonna cheat on him.
Used to be gay, or are you gay? Why does that, every time I say that, it's like something happens?
I mean, because I love him.
Yeah, but are you gay?
I think I am. I think I might be.
I mean, but I don't know. Because, I mean, yes, I'm attracted to females. But I'm faithful. Like, I have morals and values. I love my husband. And I wouldn't cheat on him. I just wouldn't be with another guy. Like, I don't know.
You wouldn't be with another guy? Would you ever be with another woman?
Yeah, like if we broke up.
No. While you're with him, do you think you would ever be pulled to be with another woman?
No.
Why do you stutter on that one, but not with the guy thing?
Because sometimes he can act so crazy, you know, it almost like, I know it sounds like an excuse, but you know how the guys say, like, oh, well, she pushed me into someone else's arms because she was just all like he's always thinking I'm going to do something. I'm feeling that maybe he can push me to there.
Ron, what are you feeling right now?
I mean, it's obvious that she wants to be with the woman. You know, she sometimes I ask myself, you know, what is it about me You know, am I too feminine or what is it about
No, not
me,
at all.
You know? So,
You look like Questlove from The Roots, by the way.
right,
Holla.
thank you. But I mean, sometimes I question, you know, why she's with me. She talks, oh, I hate man this or man of this and man. But let a woman come around and always party and is so happy. I just don't understand if she feels this way, why she's with me. I can't understand it.
Cooper Lawrence is here back with us. Cooper, I've never seen it this way. I've always seen the man in Rhonda's situation crying, saying that, yes, he's gay, but he won't sleep with a man and he'll be faithful to his wife, you know, even though he might not be super attracted to her, but he loves her. And then I see the wife over there crying and not knowing what to do, put up with it, leave. What do they do, first of all?
Sexuality is very complicated.